Hey everyone, and welcome to another high intensity workout. Today's session is called Ali's All In. It's a legs focus session. We're going to go through a warm up together today, the main session itself, and then a small stretch at the end. I estimate it's going to take between 40 and 45 minutes to complete this session. The main session itself goes as follows. We work for 45 seconds, followed by 25 seconds of brief recovery as we transition in between exercises. We're going to go round these 6 exercises 4 times in total. All right, so the exercises we have are kettlebell swings, Swiss ball hip bucks, 3D lunge, stiff leg deadlift, dumbbell squats, dumbbell glute bridge with a calf raise. So of course, as you can see from these exercises, we're going to need dumbbells. We're going to need a kettlebell, but if you don't have a kettlebell, a dumbbell is absolutely fine. You can just hold it on its end. And you're going to need to choose various weights. You're going to need slightly heavier for a kettlebell swing or a dumbbell swing than you are perhaps for the 3D lunge, for example, or the glute bridge with calf raise. So you need to just have a selection of dumbbells with you if you can. If you only have one weight, fine, but the challenge really comes from you using the maximum load that you can for the 45 seconds of work with good form, of course. All right, so make sure you challenge yourself, and let's get ready to go into the workout. Okay everybody, we're ready to start training. We're going to begin with a warm-up. If you've got a skipping rope, then please join me with that. If not, when I'm skipping, just jog on the spot. We're just trying to get that heart rate up before we mobilize the joints and start training those legs. So just follow me. It will take just under 10 minutes to get us warm, and then we'll go into the main session. All right, so either jogging on the spot or skipping with me in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. The idea with the skip again is just to get the heart rate up and get us moving. And in past workouts, I know that I haven't taken you through the warm-ups, so I thought today it would be good for us to go through something together, something that's relevant to get the legs ready to train. You have to forgive me for squinting, but the sun is right in my eyes today. So I'm a scrunched up little session here. So nice light touches on the feet. Spend a couple of minutes getting the heart rate up. Now if you're a regular skipper, then you can take the speed up, but if you're a newbie, a couple minutes of skipping is really going to get that heart rate racing. Not only does this get the heart rate up, but it also really warms those calves, that Achilles tendon, and gets a lot of blood flowing down to those legs, which of course is where we're going to target today. Deep breaths. Play around with different foot positions throughout. Feel that heart rate coming up now. Okay, so that was 3 minutes there. So let's just put that rope to one side. And what we're going to do is a little bit of mobility. We're going to mobilize the whole body. Okay, so we start with the neck. Put your hands on your hips. feet just over shoulder width, and you're just going to rotate round. We'll start off 3 times clockwise, and then 3 times anti-clockwise. Now for those of you that have followed my full warm-up routines for a while, you'll know I go through this mobility routine in that. But there's going to be a few extra exercises we go through today as well that are leg specific, and the same goes for the little stretch at the end. So let's just tilt the head from left to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left, and trying to keep your shoulders down, okay? You're not allowing your shoulders or your torso to reach over. You're just very simply keeping yourself neutral and tilting your head from left to right. And now if we just turn all the way to the left, all the way to the right. Okay, now let's move on to the shoulders. So again, feet same sort of width, and just big rotations. Reaching up nice and high. Nice tall arms, as high as you can get them. So we've gone 5 or 6 times forward and then back the other way, all the way opening up. I really should have thought about the camera position at this time in the evening. The sun is just right there. Feet nice and wide, maybe a little bit wider now. We're going to rotate through the midsection, okay? So arms out straight, and you're just going to rotate through, and you notice that I'm pivoting from the toe as I come through. Keeping your tummy nice and tight as you rotate. That's it. Okay, keeping the feet in the same stance. You're going to bring your right hand onto the right leg. Bring your left hand up in the air, and you're just going to reach over. Hang there for a couple of seconds, and then change sides, okay? A couple of seconds, and now we're flowing from one side to the other. Just opening the body up. And the idea with dynamic mobility that we do before training is that we're exposing the body to all kinds of movements that it could experience in a workout. And that, of course, reduces the chance of injury significantly. Okay, now we're going to move on to the hips. So this is much more leg specific now. So all we're going to do is open the gate, little jog on the foot, and open the gate again. So you're doing 2 touches, open. Change legs, open. All right, just open up those legs. It's really good to get those hips mobile again for a full range of movement. And then what we're going to do next is we're actually going to close the gate. So we start side on and we close. The other side, close. Close. This one feels a little bit more awkward, but that's okay. It's mostly because your brain's not used to moving this direction. But still, it's important to get the body ready, the nervous system ready for training. Okay, now straight leg kicks. It's for the hamstring to open those up. This is a dynamic stretch. Little jog, kick, little jog, kick. Now don't go too high too early. That's a key. Just open them hamstrings, really feel them opening up. If you've been sitting, I know a lot of people working from desks, if you're sitting for a long period of time, hamstrings are going to be short. Okay, so this helps lengthen those muscles, open them out, but through what we call a dynamic movement. So we're not doing a static stretch like touching the toes. We're opening up the hamstrings dynamically through movement. Okay, now let's just do a little bit of work with the ankles. So just pop yourself up onto the left toe, the left toes, and just rotate. We'll go anti-clockwise and clockwise. Now, we don't normally stretch at the beginning of a workout. The only exception to that is if we have really tight areas. And most people have tight hip flexors. So once we've done this other foot, most people have tight hip flexors. So we're going to open those up a little bit before we train. Now go the other way with the foot. Okay, so I'm going to do a little stretch for the hip flexors. So kneel down on that. Okay, take your left foot forward, want a nice right angle from the heel through to the hip. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to pop your right hand on the left knee. You're going to bring your left hand up like this, okay? So my right hand is on the left knee. There's two versions of this stretch. I'm going to show you both. This is the first one. So it opens up the hip. You're going to feel it more on this side, of course. Just open up. Okay, then change arms. And what I want you to do, bring the knee just past the hip. So it's just behind it. And now this is really going to open up the hip. The first one's kind of like a warm-up. And just reach your hand up. You open the body. Look up at the sky if you need to, and you should feel that opening up all through the front of the hip there. Okay, now change legs. Again, first of all, we have the knee in line with the hip, left hand on right knee, right hand up and lean back. This is kind of the warm up for the big stretch coming up that you've just done. Reach back. Okay, so you feel a little stretch here, and then change, right hand on right knee. Make sure the knee's back a little bit behind the hip on the left side, and reach back with that left hand. Really feel that opening up the core and also the hip flexor. All right, fantastic. Now we're going to do a dynamic hip opener. So you're going to have your hands on the floor in line with your shoulder blades. Feet about hip width. You bring your left foot forward as far as you can. If you can get it further than the hand, then great. Drop your right knee down, open up. You see how I'm looking up at my hand? So opening up, and then back, change, that right leg forward, open up, look up at that right hand. It's an amazing exercise to just open up the hips. Now we're going to do it a little quicker, so we go into it, open, come away. Change legs, into it, open, come away. Into it, open, come away. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, last but not least, let's just mobilize that lower back. So you're going to sit back first of all through the heels. Reach your hands out in front, okay? So we're lengthening that spine. Next step, come to the center. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Now you're going to breathe in and you're going to round off your back. So just watch me. I breathe in, tuck my chin. I round off like a cat. And then I do the opposite. I exhale, rotate my hips, look up. So just go back and forth through them. Breathe in as you round off. Exhale as you tip back and look up. Keep doing that. This hydrates the discs, takes any pressure off that area. Excellent. Okay, so that is the warm-up completed. That took us 11 minutes and 40 seconds to get done. Let's move the skipping rope out of the way. All right, so I've got all my tools here for the workout. I've got a kettlebell, I've got my dumbbells. I'm going to be using the same dumbbells throughout, but like I said, if you've got a bunch at home, have a bunch set up next to you if you've got them. If you've only got one, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can, but you're going to get the most out of this workout, and your legs are going to get the most out of this workout if you use weights that really push you, okay? So if you've got a selection, use them. So a Swiss ball, some dumbbells, and a kettlebell here. Got the timer ready to go. Remember, we've got 6 exercises, 45 seconds on, 25 seconds off. We're going to start with a swing, okay? So just grab a quick drink of water before we start. Okay, I'm going to grab my kettlebell. I should have chose a lighter one. All right, so get yourself ready to rumble. There's a 5-second countdown, then we're going straight into swings. Remember, with the swings, feet nice and wide, turn them out about 15 degrees, pushing the hips back, drive back through the hips, forward through the hips, engage those glutes. It's mostly coming from the hip drive, okay? All right, 5-second countdown. We've got 45 seconds of swings. Breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. Let's go.
Exercise.
Okay, here we go. Try to be looking straight ahead. on the swings. 45 seconds. Eight seconds. Okay, so now we're going to do Swiss ball hip bucks. I'm going to show you side on for the first set so you can see my body position. But from then on out, I'm going to go to the right direction so I get the mat. So pop your legs up on the Swiss ball, right in the center. You're laying flat with your arms flat. Slight bend in the knees, drive the hips upwards and engage. All right, let's go. You drive up and engage. So by pushing the heels into the Swiss ball, you should feel the hamstrings light up. Now, if this is too easy, do this, okay? And then just roughly gauge halfway and switch, or because we're doing 4 rounds, you can do one leg for 1 round and then switch. And then over the 4 rounds, you'll get both legs in twice, okay? So really engage those hamstrings. Exhale as you come up. Oh, I really feel that in the hamstrings. That's a great exercise. Okay, so now we're going to do a 3D lunge. So we do a step forward lunge, left and right. Go to the left, go to the right, and go back left and right. We'll start going forward with the left leg. You can use a dumbbell if you want to, which you can hold like this to complete the movement. For the first round, I'm going to go body weight. Ready? Exercise. Let's go. So big step forward. Always trying to make sure the knee is in line with the ankle. That's the thing. Even when you're going side, try to keep that knee in line with the ankle. Drop back. Drive up. So we're training the nervous system to complete this lunge in multiple directions. 10 seconds left. I'll try and get through the whole round here. Finish it. Okay, excellent. So the next exercise, stiff leg deadlift. So from a side profile, feet are narrow, you're going to be holding dumbbells. Rotate the hips back, slight bend in the knee. You then push back with the hips as you draw down with the torso, feeling the stretch in the hamstring, and then driving out of the stretch and squeezing the glute to the top. 3, 2, 1, exercise. And let's begin. So I call it hunting the stretch. Go down, hunt that stretch, find that stretch, and come out of that stretch. Belly button in as you go down. Exhale through pursed lips on the way up. Looking straight ahead at all times. If you've got a mirror to check your form, then that's ideal. Because then you can check that your back's not rounding as you go down. Okay, dumbbell squats is next. You can either have both dumbbells up in this position here as you squat, or you can hold one dumbbell just like this, all right? Or finally, you can hold your dumbbell like this. If you hold your dumbbell like this, I tend to find that you can't quite get low enough. So I think it's best to hold it like this or single arm, okay? Feet wide, same position as the swing. Sit back and then control on the way down, pause and up. Again, if you're finding it a little easy, then you get that first round out the way and you kind of know what you've got to change. Up the weights. And if you don't have more weight,
then what you can do to make it tougher is slow it down. Slow down your movements. Don't knock out the legs at the top. Pause at the bottom. These are all little things that are going to keep the muscles under tension for longer. And that will push that intensity up for you. Excellent. The only reason that you wouldn't feel this workout is really if you haven't selected the correct weights. So next we have glute bridge with calf raise. So again, I'll demo this side on. You take your dumbbell, and you may need a towel here, but otherwise you just rest it on your hips. Feet are flat in the knee bend, and you're going to drive up through the hips, and then you're going to go up onto the tiptoes and back down. So you get the glute contraction first, squeeze, then tiptoes, then back down. Up, engage, tiptoes, back down. On the second round, I'm going to show you this on the Swiss ball as well. There's an even better way to do it, but I wanted to show on the floor for people that didn't have a Swiss ball. So I've got engage, also getting the hamstrings in here as well. So I tried to balance this workout, the front of the legs and the back of the legs. Make sure you get that squeeze on the glutes at the top. Good, okay. So that's one round in the bag. So take what you learned from that first round and make adjustments now, okay? You've got 15 seconds till we go in to the second round. Make sure you choose a good weight. So I'm back on the 32s for the swing. Okay, 5 seconds. Round number 2. And here we go. Exercise. Okay, breathe in, out through pursed lips. Remember, the pursed lips keeps the core strong. Ten seconds. Okay, next is Swiss ball hip buck. And now remember, you can do this one single leg. If you went left leg last time, it's right leg this time, okay? Feet in the center of the ball. And exercise. Drive up and engage those hamstrings. Exhale. You can see there's a bend in my knees. That's intentional. I want you to come up, drive through the heels, and really engage those hamstrings. Put your mind in that muscle. It sounds spooky, but it really works. Put your mind in there and engage those muscles. Don't let them be lazy. Make them work. That's what we're here to do. Engage. I can feel that. You're doing it single leg, they're going to be screaming right now. Good. Okay. 3D lunge next, which I'm going to demonstrate this time with a dumbbell, which you can hold up here, all right? You've got 15 seconds. Grab some water if you need it. All right, so I'm going to get the weight here. Try to keep it close to your body. If you have it away from your body, it's really going to work the arms. It's going to put you off what you're doing with the legs. So step forward. Remember, knee in line with the ankle. Sitting back on the side lunges. And look at my other foot. It's rotating from the heel. You step back. Keeping the chest up. Exhale as you apply pressure from the leg. There you go. 2 less that time. The weight's slowing me down a bit. All right, so stiff leg deadlift. Remember, rotate your hips like this. Keep them set there, all right? Feet narrow. Chest up. And looking straight ahead. Soft knee, breathe in.
Exercise.
Lower down, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Come up. Belly button in as you go down. Keep that chest up. Lovely.
Rest.
Well done. Okay. So now I'll keep hold of one. We're going to do dumbbell squat. Nice deep breaths. Again, you've got about 10 seconds. If you need some water, grab it quick. Keep yourself hydrated through these workouts. Feet nice and wide, turned out about 15 degrees. Sit those hips back like on the swing.
Exercise.
We're going a little bit lower. Pause. Up. Remember what I said, if you have light weights, slow things down to make it tougher. The only place that that's an exception is the swing. We have to do that nice and quick. It's an explosive movement. But everything else you can slow down. Right, now on the first round I said to you, I would show you how to do the glute bridge with calf raise on a Swiss ball. Very simply, you take a seat on the Swiss ball with your dumbbell. Pop the dumbbell in the same place that you had it when you were doing it on the floor. Walk your way back. This time, you have a right angle in here. Make sure your head's supported. Dip your hips down.
Exercise.
Come up, squeeze the glutes, and engage the calves. This is much better if you've got a Swiss ball because there's a lot more stabilization involved. Squeeze the glutes, lift the calves come back down, drop the glutes. There's much more stabilization to do here, much more balance, therefore more energy needed from the body. Some people can lift really heavy on this exercise, so again, maybe you want to up the weight if you can. Good, okay. So that's another round in the bag. That's officially halfway of this part of the workout. All right, well done. Grab some water if you need it. And now we're heading into round number 3, starting with the kettlebell swing. Again, if you want to make adjustments based on what you learned from the first 2 rounds, go for it. 3, 2, 1,
Exercise.
and we're in. Fifteen seconds.
Rest.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Hip bucks. So, laying down. So you see the swing was mostly quads and glutes. The whole body's involved, but mostly quads and glutes. Go.
Exercise.
And this exercise, focusing on more calves, hamstrings and glutes. All right, so we're getting balance for the work we're doing from the front and the back of the leg. And also extra stabilization needed through this exercise. Really drive those heels into the ball. Exhale as you come up.
Rest.
Excellent, okay. That's that one in the bag. There we go, 3D lunge. So again, grab one dumbbell. Recommend holding it, again, just up here. Nice and close to the body, 10 seconds till we go. Big deep breaths. All the blood rushing to the legs right now. Right, stepping forward first, shoulders back, chest up.
Exercise.
Exhale as we press. Last one. Okay. Good job. Okay. Stiff leg dead is next. Yeah, make adjustments if you need to on the weights. Feet nice and narrow. Rotate the hips back. Slight bend in the knee. That stays. Then we just push back through the hips.
Exercise.
Lean forward and up. Inhale, exhale. Feel that stretch. Keep the belly button in as you go down. 10 seconds. One more. Very nice. Okay, put one dumbbell down. Unless you're going double hand, we got squats next. Little things you can do to keep things more intense in between 25. Jog on the spot if you want to. Keep the weights in your hand as well. All adds extra stress. Keeps the heart rate elevated, okay? 5 seconds till we go squats. Feet wide. And let's go.
Exercise.
Control. Pause. Explode up. Lead through those hips. Try and get the hips in line with the knees at the bottom there. One more.
Rest.
Good. All right. So glute bridge with calf raise. I'm going to use the dumbbell again. Show you from the side again. Roll back. Always make sure your head is supported on the Swiss ball. Really important. Keep that head supported, body supported. Nice right angle here. Drop the hips down, bring it in.
Exercise.
Squeeze the glutes, come up onto the toes, down onto the heels, down from the glutes. Squeeze. When I say squeeze, I mean engage. Really engage with everything you've got. And you'll notice the difference straight away. Engage. Let's not play at this workout. Breathe in, exhale, engage. On the calves, down. Breathe in, engage. Good job, everyone. Engage. You're also going to feel the lower back working on this. That's perfectly normal. Because you're trying to stay on the ball, left to right.
Rest.
Your back's having to stabilize you constantly. So you're going to feel some aching in that lower back. Completely normal as long as it feels like a muscular burn, all right? So that's 3 rounds in the bag. Grab a quick drink if you need it. We're about to go into round number 4. How you doing so far? All right? Remember, rev it up, change the weight if you need to. Take it down a notch if you need to. It's your workout. Ready? And let's go.
Exercise.
This is my favorite bit because every exercise is the last time. And that's my little bit of psychology within myself on these workouts. I love doing the last set, ticking it off in my head. It just feels so good. That sense of achievement every single exercise is just brilliant. So let's put this exercise to bed for the day. And let's do it right. You versus you. You know if you've given it 100%. You know. Just ask yourself the question and the answer's right there. Okay, hip bucks. Lay yourself down on the mat on your back. Feet up on the Swiss ball. Heels are in the middle. Knees are bent. Hands flat, head flat. And then you drive up through the heels, squeeze the glutes, and press through those hamstrings. For the people that are doing it single leg, you know what leg you're on. Crack on. And just get ready to tick that exercise off. It'll be over before you know it, and we'll be cooling down and stretching. Engage at the top, really focus, push your heels in, engage. There we go. There's no easy way.
Rest.
You know, everything you do with your body that's worth having, you have to earn. Okay, 3D lunge next. And that's the way it should be. You know, because you don't appreciate anything that you get for free. You appreciate things you earn, okay? It's no different with your own health and your body, okay? Arms up here, 3D lunge, you ready? Left leg first, big step forward.
Exercise.
You're ready to put another tick in the box. Last 2.
Rest.
Okay. Stiff leg deadlift. Another one ticked, huh? Oh yes. 3 exercises to go. Just like that. We worked our legs well today. Pick the weights up. Feet narrow. Soft knee. Rotate the hips back. Chest up. Breathe in on the way down. Pull the belly button in. Feel the stretch. Exhale on the way up. Getting a lovely stretch through the hamstring there. That's what you're looking for. Good. Okay. Squats is next. Remember, if you want to keep the heart rate elevated, maybe you've got a lighter dumbbell and you're struggling, keep yourself pushing on this one. Jog on the spot in between, okay? Keep that heart rate up. Anyone who's got the right weight won't be struggling with that problem. Your heart rate will be plenty high. Squats, let's go. Yes, this works the legs, but many of you are probably feeling you also get this in the middle of your back as well, because those muscles have to work extremely hard to hold you upright, hold this weight. And that's probably one of the disadvantages with this exercise versus having a bar on your back, is that sometimes your upper body can let you down before your legs, but that's okay. We're making do today. One more. And as I've said in previous videos, in a front squat like that, that's the way that you're much more likely to be squatting in everyday life. When you pick up a plant pot or pick up one of the kids, you know. So it's important to condition that movement too. All right, let's get ready. Right angle, head back, and let's do the last set here.
Exercise.
Engage the glutes, so the calves back down. Get your mind in those glutes, hamstrings, and calves. Engage. Engage. Well, if you can't feel it, you're not squeezing. Come on, engage. Make the muscles work. Don't look for the easy way. Come on. Woo. Nice. I enjoyed that. That was a nice routine. Good job. Grab some water and we'll have a little cool down. Stay on your feet for the moment. Big deep breaths. Just keep moving up and down. And I'll just clear some space here. So I'm still moving, you just keep moving, walking around, having a drink. Okay. So far we've been out here working for 41 minutes, including the warm-up. So I'm going to take you through a quick sort of condensed version of leg stretches, all right? We're first going to start laying on the floor. Many of my clients have had me help them with this one, opening up their bodies, and they love it. Not. Arms out to the sides like this, okay? That's the first step. Okay, so your fingers are in line along the body. Okay, if you're not sure, watch me. Left leg straight, all right? Now, keeping your shoulders pinned, you're going to take your right leg over the left leg. Now, I'm not the most flexible person in the world, but what you're looking for is the hip, if possible, to be in line with the ankle, this hip to be in line with this ankle at the bottom, and both your shoulders to be pinned, and just hold that position. We're going to hold this one for 20 seconds or so, okay? So just wait until I say switch sides. Big deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You feel this on the outside of the glutes. As people that are tight in the chest and the shoulders, you're going to feel it there as well. Some people find their shoulders raise up. Let's switch. And the reason their shoulders raise up is because they've got tight pecs. So if you can't get your shoulders pinned, then look into some chest stretches. And that will help open that up. You should really feel that on the outside of the glutes, up the side of the torso, the chest, and the shoulder. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. So what we're going to do next is heels up against the glutes, arms out to the sides again, and all you're going to do is just flop your legs to the left. Okay, just let them drop where they want to drop and just sit there. All right, that's the first step. So if you've gone to the left, like I have, then what you're going to do is you can take your left foot, which is on the bottom, pop it on top of the right leg, or vice versa if you've gone to the other side. Then just let the legs hang again. This is going to stretch the piriformis on the outside of the leg, the outside of the glute. So just feel that hang there. And then what you're going to do, keeping the foot there, is you're going to twist to the middle. If you're not sure, watch me. Okay, then what we're going to do next is going to reach through and grab the shin. I'm just going to pull. Okay, so pull in tight, your head will come up. Pull in tight. And you can use your elbow on the left arm to just push that leg away a little bit more, and you'll feel it on the outside of that glute. Real nice stretch. And stop there. Okay, so repeat the process. Feet here, heels in line with the glutes. Drop your legs to the right this time. Hang there for a second, okay? Big deep breaths. Take your right foot now, pop it up on the left leg, and then just let it hang down for a few seconds, okay? Just let it hang where it wants to hang. Just relax. Now, keeping the foot up, you roll to the center. Bring your right hand through the legs, your left hand on the outside, and just pull in tight. Really pull in there. Good attack by Mozzies right now. The downsides of the nice weather. And relax. Okay, now we're going to hit the hamstrings. Now, this stretch, fantastic hamstring stretch, and you just sit up like this, so your feet come off the floor, hands in the back of the hamstring, pulling the knees past the hip line, and then all you're going to do is lock out your legs and point the toes towards you to strengthen these hamstrings. And then relax. We're going to do 5 seconds on and then a few seconds relax, okay? So let's lock out as far as you can. Feel that stretch. And relax. And again, lock out. Feel that on the hamstrings. Your hamstrings are like, think of them like steel cables. Make it super stiff. And this is such a fantastic way of opening them up. Really open the legs up. Keep going with it. 5 seconds and then relax. Do one more. Bring the knees right in towards you before you lock out. And lock out. Kind of shaking, as you can probably see. And relax. Now you should have noticed each time you did it that they opened up a little more and a little more and a little more. Okay, so now we're going to go to the 4-point position, hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to do the exercise we did at the beginning for the lower back. So we sit back through the heels, we reach the hands out in front, okay, just reach the arms long, we're just lengthening that spine, and pop into the center. We're going to breathe in and round off, tuck the chin in, exhale, look up. Inhale, round off. Exhale. Up. Inhale, round off. Exhale. Look up. Now, you're going to curl your toes and we're going to go up into a down dog from here. This is going to stretch the calves and the hamstrings nicely. So you just curl the toes and try and drive the knees back. And as you drive the knees back, imagine that you're trying to push your heels down onto the floor, but they shouldn't quite make it. And then drop the knees and then go up again. So we're doing a 5-second stretch on this. 3, 2, 1, down again. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And last but not least, we're just going to get a little stretch in on the quads. What you're going to do is lay face forward. I'm going to do the double quad stretch. Okay, so lay down on the ground here. Grab your feet, pull your heels onto the glutes if you can. And once you've got that position, then you're imagining you're trying to lift your leg off the floor from the knee. Okay, and that will really stretch those quads. If you find it distracting doing both at the same time, or you struggle to grab your leg, just do one leg. All right, but really pull in there, holding for 20 seconds this one. Okay, and those of you that are doing double leg, relax. Those of you doing single leg, relax and change. Those of you doing double leg, start again. And we'll hold for 20 seconds. And lift those knees up. And relax. Okay, so a brief stretch there. If you feel like you want to do more, and you've got some favorite stretches, absolutely go for it. But that is the routine finished. Did a little warm up, the main session, and a little cool down stretch. And it took us 49 minutes exactly. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon.